cold shit. I ain't come with goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room, it's pop, 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 like you got rejected. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in the tenant truck, riding around your block. Busy man. I get a word, he ain't this shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LAX. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out of every set. But I ain't crippin' on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough on them songs, that's the drugs. I don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options. Used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wop, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. I see niggas and they feelings. Keep they looking with me, it was like a ball with it. Me at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snakes, fuck the gospel. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gun drawn, trying to cause the imposter. Shit get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Send that hate, make it to the featherweight. Niggas claim they hard, but they sweeter than a Debbie cake. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a stepper and a rover. Hold on, and a G and a soldier and a mover. Hold on, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Try to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cold leader, need the blue stripes, no brick baby. Can't be serious, you a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy, I ain't gunshot. Fuck that little bitch, she a hook. Nigga swear he to go, bring him to the bush. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. Niggas in their feelings, I don't feel them. Keep the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Be at the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody.
I'm from Philly, you get hot, you catch a cold case. I'm one West, these brothers trying to set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit and I ain't leaving. Never. Ski mask transform to war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died.
Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim he riding, that's why I left his ass roadside. He gon' die. Skyscraper to a nosedive. 9mm plus P, fuck a 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Keep the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with it. Be at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my houses. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. The claim that I'm lazy be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see the rhythm in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. There was design 5 for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback.
According to God, the white man is the devil.
See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really have before they don't do with the leadership. You hold hands with this white ass, need to stop and ask you. Give a damn what you talk about. Give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that. Let bygone be. Boy, ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. My nigga serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed it up for parole because of the COVID. It feel like the hoes in this world that don't go together. Nowhere is gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Ask you the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. You know, like we all come together. Just, you know, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, y'all, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the wrong with step. I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent. I got it. Let's go. Let's go. I ain't taking no loss. Ain't no talking when we got the flow. Ain't no peace. Just play with you. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell them we can't keep it slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high. Got your baby pass through the fire. Ask you the a failure, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Plus your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop it, and see the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass need to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
How much will Matt Van Epps cost?
Shalom Israel, this is the ISUPK, starting 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under Commanding General Yohana. This is Thursday night scripture breakdown class. Class is choose the Lord's laws. And I meant to say choose the Lord's laws first, because we put everything else before the Lord's laws. So it's time that we choose the Lord's laws first instead of everything else, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's Thanksgiving, so-called, you know, and the heathen is out there celebrating the slaughtering of our brothers and sisters, the so-called Native American Indians. And our brothers and sisters is out there celebrating so-called Thanksgiving, which is the slaughter of our so-called Native American brothers and sisters. It's an atrocious thing. It's a travesty, right? And now you got brothers and sisters, they pulling up to grandma's house for the first time all year together, and they getting drunk. They get high. First they get high, they take that walk to the stove, then they come back and eat all the food, and then they get drunk. And that's when the fighting starts. Now, somebody been talking smack the whole year. So now here we are together. It's time to throw hands. We all drunk and talking stuff at grandma's house. Grandma got pushed across the table. Somebody choked out Auntie Shishi, Auntie Poo Poo. You know what I'm saying? It's all kind of crazy things going on tonight. And people get pulled over left and right, you know. Before I start though, if you got any questions in the chat, put them in the chat. I'll answer them. Y'all got any questions in the room? All right, Mike. Well, so let's go. Let's start with I think Mark. Yeah, let's go to Mark 7:18. Right. Because the Christians also celebrate Thanksgiving, right? They justify their eating whatever they want to eat during Thanksgiving because Christ, let them tell that Christ told them that they could. They say the scriptures say was not what goes in my mouth that makes me unclean, what come out of the file. That's what they say. They don't understand what Christ is talking about. They don't understand what that means, right? We're gonna read it.
Okay. This is the book of Mark, 7:18. And he said unto them, Are ye so without understanding also?
So this is a question that Christ is asking, right? Keep going.
Do ye not perceive that whatsoever thing from without entereth into a man, it cannot defile him?
Now this is what the Christians use to say that we can eat whatever we want to. So anytime they eat that Thanksgiving dinner, we can eat that duck, we can eat that pork, you know what I'm saying? That ham, that honey roasted ham, with the what you call it? The pineapple on top of it. Cherry. We can eat that. They put cherries on it.
Cherry in the pork.
They put cherries in the ham. You know what I'm saying? We can eat that because that's what they say. So she said, what the question say?
When did the heathen holidays start?
When did the heathen holidays start? All right, so that's an excellent question, sis. That's a question you should ask on Monday when Officer Duraka teaches his history class. And he can give you the breakdown on when all heathen holidays start. Because he did a class on each. I believe so far he's done a class on every holiday. Yeah. So he should have a breakdown for this one as well. All of them, he can get a start date. Go back up 3 verses. I think it's 3 verses. Because we got context, right? Because right there, reading what you read, to them, that says that we can eat whatever we want. We don't have to worry about keeping the law. Because the law says, according to Leviticus 11, that we can't put nothing in our mouth down there. You know what I'm saying? Let the Lord ordain it. But these heathen and these pastors, these Christian leaders that convince our people that we don't have to keep no law no more, they celebrate Thanksgiving, they celebrate Christmas, and all of the rest of America's holidays. and they feast days, and they eating whatever. I am the bar, sis. They eating whatever. So let's go back up. Let's see, verse
14.
No. Yeah, we started 14.
Come. This is Mark 7:14. And when ye had called all the people,
It's lucky. Started Mark 7 and 7:3. No, 7 and 2. 7 and 2, there it is.
Mark 7:2. And when they saw some of his disciples eat bread with the five, that is to say, with unwashed hands, they found fault.
So this is what the whole context of this chapter is about. Where it talks about eating things and that's not what goes in your mouth defiles you, what comes out. It's not talking about food. It's talking about washing hands, eating with dirty hands.
Right.
Agree.
Verse 3. For the Pharisees and all the Jews except they wash their hands off.
Mm-hmm.
Eat not holding the tradition of the elders.
She said they wash their hands off. Off means often, right? They often, very often wash their hands so that they don't put dirt, they don't touch the clean food with their dirty ass hands. So keep reading.
Verse 4. And when they come from the market, except they wash, they eat not. And many other things there be, which they have received to hold, as the washing of cups and pots, brazen vessels, and of tables.
So it didn't matter what they was doing, if they was out at the market, if they was working, if they was cleaning up, they washing their hands before they eat. This is just a tradition of men. Nowhere in the law does it say we have to do this. And we generally are clean people anyway.
Right.
Why they're like that? Because we're the clean people.
Right.
But nowhere in the law does it say you condemn this brother or this sister, say they didn't wash their hands before they ate their food.
Right. Verse 5. Then the Pharisees and scribes asked him, why walk not thy disciples according to the tradition of the elders, but eat bread with unwashed hands?
Now, what we supposed to follow? We ought to obey God rather than man, right?
Right.
So that means we're supposed to keep the law. The law don't say nothing about us not eating and not washing our hands. The law says the damn thing about washing our hands. We naturally do it anyway to be a clean people. But if I'm washing dishes, like the verse just said, I'm just washing pots and pans, I don't need to wash my hands again. I'm using soap to wash the pots and pans, I'll rinse them off, and I might pick up the pot. You know what I'm saying? But even if I do it, that don't mean you got the right to condemn me. But that's what the Sadducees and Pharisees were doing, because they was hypocrites. Keep going.
Okay. He answered and said unto them, what have Isaiah prophesied of you hypocrites, as it is written, this people honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me.
It said that they honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Just like our people honor Christ and honor the Most High with our lips. They go to Sunday service every Sunday, church service every Sunday, but they don't honor the Most High God or Christ when they go to that church on Sunday. You know how you know that? Because they celebrate Thanksgiving right now.
Right.
Keep reading.
Verse 7. Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching.
So like he said, it's in vain that they worship me. They don't worship me for the sake of receiving glory. For me, they worship me for the eyes of men, is what he's saying.
Right.
They say we believe in Christ, and they say we believe on the Most High God, but in reality, they don't. They don't do what he tells us to do. He didn't ever tell us to eat no Thanksgiving dinner. He didn't ever tell us to celebrate the slaughter of our people or to do it vicariously and call it something different.
Right.
Because you could have celebrated, you could have got your whole family together any time of the year, any day. All people in the family could just, okay, we're going to take off on this day, get together, we're going to eat and have a turkey and do whatever. But instead of doing that, because the white man said, okay, you can take this day off. Now we all get together and we're going to take this day off and we're going to eat this food. We're not going to call it Thanksgiving because then we'd be wrong. We're just going to do the stuff that's Thanksgiving like, but not call it Thanksgiving. That's the only thing changing it in name on. That's still sin.
Right.
Keep going.
Okay. Teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. Verse 8. For laying aside the commandment of God, ye hold the tradition of men as washing of pots and cups, and many other such things. And many other such like things ye do.
See, so Christ is also saying that they put aside the commandments of God and chose to follow the traditions of men, which is what our brothers are doing right now. Sisters are doing right now. That bike club downstairs is empty. No, this parking lot full as hell.
Right.
Ain't nobody out there. Why? Because they getting stuff full of stuff. They got the turkey, they got the ham, they got the cranberry sauce. What else do you have? The duck, the rabbit,
Mac and cheese.
the chitlins,
Oh my God.
the collard greens. They got all the fixings, all the food. And they happy right now. And they grandma house and they brother, they sell the house. We'll give it a couple hours. If not now, what time is it? 7:30? Give it a couple more hours. If not already, they must start fighting. That's when the unalive is gonna start. You're gonna hear sirens all night, gunshots all night. And tomorrow on the news, X amount of people that died, passed away, murdered, shot, killed over an argument over who got the last piece of turkey, got the last drumstick. That's what's gonna happen. It happens every year. Keep going.
Verse 9. And he said unto them, full well you reject the commandment of God,
Mm-hmm.
that ye may keep your own tradition.
They don't care nothing about the commandments of God. They keeping their own traditions. Keep going.
Verse 10. For Moses said, honor thy father and thy mother, and whoso curses father or mother, let him die to death.
All of that. Now drop down, because they're gonna dishonor the hell out their father and mother tonight. They do it every holiday. Drop down to verse 18 now.
Verse 18. And he said unto them, are ye so? Are ye so without understanding also? Do ye perceive that whatsoever thing from without entereth into the man, it cannot defile him?
Thing that's without you, that enters within you, cannot defile you. It's only what comes out of you that's what defiles you. Keep going.
Verse 19. Because it entereth not into his heart, but into his belly, and goeth out into the drought, purging all meats.
Keep going.
Verse
Read again. Slide.
Because it entereth not into his heart, but into the belly, and goeth out to the drought, purging all meats.
So now they'll use that as well to say that, see, we can eat whatever we want to. We just say it don't go into the heart, it go into the belly. The belly is gonna purge all the meat. It's gonna clean it.
Right.
That's what they say. Keep reading.
Okay. Verse 20. And he said, that which cometh out of the man, that defileth the man.
Mm-hmm.
For from within, out of the heart of man, proceed evil thoughts, adulteries, fornications, murders,
Keep going.
thefts, covetousness,
Mm-hmm.
wickedness, deceit,
Lasciviousness. Mm-hmm.
and evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness.
Keep going.
All these evil things come from within and defile the man.
All right, so now we just listed everything that comes from within you that defile you. So that means you can eat whatever you want, right?
Right.
No, that does not mean that you eat whatever you want. Because we read earlier that the whole context of all of what the Christ is talking about is you don't got to wash your hands before you eat food. You don't got to. The law don't say you have to, and that's not what makes you dirty. I mean, it is kind of nasty, I'll admit, but it don't make you. It don't defile you. You ain't just condemned. You know what I'm saying? But the Christians will do that. The pastors, I'm sorry, the Pharisees were doing that to people. They was condemning people who didn't get down where they want to get down. They didn't keep the traditions of men. They kept the traditions of God. The same way that we don't care about the laws of God. When God said that I hate and despise your feast days, we still gonna have our feast days. The scriptures say follow not after the way of the heathen, but we still follow after the way of the heathen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So drop that. Let's go to so 1 Corinthians 8:4. No, it's 1 Corinthians 10:25. Right. So, well, no, we can get into the Apocrypha first. No, yeah, let's go to 1 Corinthians. We go to 1 Corinthians first. I'll walk it down. Just a lot of different angles to attack this topic, to be real. Because on one hand, we got liberty being the truth. I know what that liberty is.
So you got what?
We have liberty being the truth. Y'all know what that liberty is?
Wow.
You know what liberty is?
Oh,
What is liberty?
it's like freedom.
Yeah. We got freedom. We can do whatever we want within the means of the law. But by us knowing the law and understanding the law and understanding the scriptures more than everybody else, when we do certain things that it look unlawful to them, but it ain't. But we hold ourselves accountable. We don't do those things for their sake. Right? We're gonna read about it. Go ahead and read it. 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 25.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians 10:25. Whatsoever is sold in shambles that eat, ask you no question for conscience sake.
So let's say we go down to the easy one, right? We get some chicken. And we don't know that whether they cooking that chicken on the same grill as they putting pork on or they air. So camel on, they eat camel. That's unlawful. We can't eat camels. So we don't know if they cooking the chicken on the same grill that they cooking the camel on, put it in the same pot, put it on the same stove. We don't know what they doing. You know, we went to that restaurant last night. We don't know that grill, that whoever sat that grill before we sat there didn't put some pork on there before we put our meat, our chicken on there. I'm just our meat, that was. Before we put our beef on there, before we put the stuff that we was gonna eat on there, we didn't know, right? And it says, don't worry about it for conscience sake. Read it again.
Okay. Whatsoever is sold in the shambles that eat, ask you no question for conscience sake.
Don't ask no questions for your conscience sake. You know you in the world, you know you're surrounded by people in the world rather, and you know you shopping with somebody in the world. So if you go to the store, to the market, and you grab something to eat, most likely it's probably somewhere it have been in a place that was made it unlawful. But for you, it's just meat, it's just beef, or it's just chicken, it's lawful good.
So basically, just don't. If I said you go to Burger King and they just finished cooking the bacon on the grill, and then you want a fresh burger, and then they slap that burger right on the grease meat. I mean the bacon grease meat.
Yeah.
Don't ask. You know what I'm saying? Just eat it as a burger.
Exactly. Because what did you go there to get?
Well,
the burger.
Right.
You didn't go there to get to check and make sure that it's not cooked on the same grill and all that. You can do that. You can do that, but why?
I guess basically my question is, you're not knowing it don't count against
you. Exactly. But the scripture said the Lord will beat that our ignorance. Meaning we don't know that we commit sin, the Lord ain't gonna hold it to us. And the scripture say don't be righteous over much. That's being overly righteous. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but it's not something that's not expedient. You know what I'm saying? That's what Paul said. All things are lawful, but not all things are expedient. It's lawful for you to go make sure, like, hey, what's on with y'all on that grill? All right, make sure y'all put clean the grill off, then put my beef on there. You know what I'm saying? My patty on there. Don't put it on there, then put that swine on there. It's lawful for you to do, but it ain't expedient because you're going to hold up the drive-through line. There's probably a brother working in line, and you making the line longer, and he going to get in trouble for that. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to wait for your food longer when it's not nothing.
Right. Another question. So, say if you say if you go somewhere and you get some food and they mess around and slap. Say you go get a pizza and they slap some pepperoni on your pizza.
Mm-hmm.
So what if the person just called themselves pulling it off? Would that be the same thing?
No, because you know they did. You saw them do it. You got to ask them to remake it, or if I will pop out and go somewhere else now because they can be mad. You got to make this whole pizza. And then make another one. And you pissed. I'm still on his pizza. Oops, accidentally dropped on the floor. Put it back in the box.
Hey, so like Wendy's done did me like this twice before by my slave. They would give me bacon on my sandwich. And then when I take it back, they look at me crazy like, nigga, why you ain't just take the bacon off?
Because it touched your food.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why. That's you did the right thing. Every time they do that, you gotta take it back. I need y'all to remake this. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all y'all still put torch on there. I need to remake.
However, my college would ask, can I just take it out and eat it?
You know,
no.
Okay.
Law.
I don't remember that to be remade. That's gonna suck, and it's part of keeping law, man. Keeping law ain't always easy. Sometimes it's gonna make people hate you. That's an example of it. That nigga mad at the drive-thru. You done made the burger and sold it. And you done left and came back. And now I gotta remake the same burger minus the bacon. But if he just would have listened and done his job and made it right the first time, you gotta go through this. Now you costing the people, the company you work for money. It ain't my fault. It's your fault because you didn't pay attention when I gave my order. Let's keep reading.
Okay. Verse 26. For the earth is the Lord's,
Mm-hmm.
and the fullness thereof.
Right.
Verse 27. If any of them that believe not bid you to a feast, and ye be disposed to go,
So if people in the world bid you, telling you, hey, come over, we having dinner. It's not a holiday or nothing like that. Just come over, we having dinner. And you feel like, okay, well, I'll just go ahead and just go get the food. Keep reading.
whatsoever is set before you, eat, asking no questions for conscience sake.
Now, obviously, you know what a pork chop looks like. You can tell the difference between a pork chop, a slice of ham, and a drumstick, um, a lamb chop. You can tell the difference between slice cuts of meat. You know what I'm saying? So you can tell the difference. Now, with fish, it might get iffy because if it's fried, it all looks kind of the same.
Right.
Or it don't. I'm not a chef, I don't cook, so I don't know. But if it don't look the same, then you got the eye, you know, then you're more accountable to me. But if you go to somebody's house and they invite you over just to eat dinner, and they know you in the truth, and you know they're in the world, whatever they put in front of you, as long as it don't look unlawful, you can eat it. If it don't look like shrimp, you should probably eat it. If it don't look like crab, lobster, catfish, ham, you good to eat it. Spam, what they call it, sauce.
Sauce meat.
They got sauce in South Carolina.
Yeah, sauce meat. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sauce. And if you like sauce, you can't eat it. You feel me?
Yes,
If they put it in front of you, go ahead, smash that. Keep going.
Count on.
Verse 28.
28. But if any man say unto you, this is offered in sacrifice unto idols,
Mm-hmm.
eat not for his sake that should.
Now, Paul just told you right here in this verse that we cannot eat food sacrificed unto idols, right? If they tell you, oh, I got this from the Habibi down the street, and he prayed to Allah before he gave it to me rapidly, because I know y'all Israelites, y'all weird, so, we try to make sure we got everything halal and clean. If you tell me that he prayed over this meat, I'm not going to eat it. We're not supposed to eat it. We can't, because he telling you that this was offered up to a god, a false god.
You'll die.
What'd you say?
You'll die.
Oh, who?
You'll die.
Oh, you'll die. Yeah, you'll die. That's it. Exactly. Keep going. You can't eat nothing offered up to idols. Keep going.
For the earth.
Oh, you're glad to know about the shot. Keep going.
And for conscience sake, for the earth is the Lord's, and the fullness thereof. Verse 29. Conscience, I say, not thine own, but of the other.
You don't eat for not your conscience, but you don't eat for their conscience sake.
Right.
You know that it's not no gods in the earth but the Most High God. You know that them false gods they believe in don't exist, that they're not real. But the people who invite you to dinner, your family, your friends that's in the world, so oppressed. Your family and friends in the world, they don't know that they believe in is not real. All they know is that I'm trying to look out for you, my family. I don't want to disrespect your religion or what you believe in or whatever. So I'm gonna go to these Arabs and get this food, and I'm gonna bring it back after they prayed over it. I'm gonna give it to you. They messed up by telling you that it was offered to idols, so you're not gonna eat it. But you're not gonna eat it for their sake because you know that it's just food. But to them, this is food that's offered to an idol. I know you an Israelite. I just want to test you. I want to see if you was gonna eat it. If you're gonna be real about it. I know what Paul said in 1 Corinthians chapter 10. Well, do you live by that? You're gonna eat this food that's offered out because I told you it was? That's what they're doing. Or they may not know. But you will be a stumbling block to them if you eat it in front of them. So you gotta worry about their conscience sake.
Right. For why is my liberty judged of another man's conscience? Verse 30. For if I by grace be a partaker, why am I evil spoken of for that for which I gave thanks?
Mm-hmm.
Verse 31. What therefore ye eat or drink or whatsoever ye do all to the glory of God.
Paul just said do all for the glory of God. So if it don't bring the Most High glory to me to eat this, I'm not supposed to eat it. That's Thanksgiving dinner. That's food offered to idols. Christmas dinner, birthday cake, ice cream, all of it. Halloween candy, all of it. You know what I'm saying? None of that brings glory to the Most High. We eat the feast that He ordained for us to eat. Now, it's okay just to eat food, of course. But when they say it's offered to idols, we prayed over, we bow in our heads, we hold hands before we eat the food and everything like that. You don't eat that food. You can't eat that food. And you don't eat it, like I said, not for your sake, but for their sake. Because they're watching you. They went out their way to invite you, and they know that you're in the truth. So they went out their way to invite you. They know you're in the truth, and they still you know what I'm saying, went and try to get something right for you, they're watching you to see how you react, see how you do. And so for their growth, you can't eat that food. Even though to you, it's just food. To them, because they went out their way to say we offer this food to idols, it's not just food. Go ahead.
Slide it. Says, man, you know what I mean? She says, like I went not too long ago. I went to a restaurant that had some creeping thing in it, and it was all bad. I didn't know till later. Now I am so leery.
A creeping thing. What creeping thing? Some creeping thing? What you mean, like roaches? Still like since you gotta elaborate, I need some more detail on that. What you mean by creeping things? You feel me? Keep going.
Verse 31. Verse 32. Give none offense, neither to the Jews, nor to the Gentiles, nor to the church of God.
Right, so Paul is saying, don't give offense to the Israelites that know the Israelites and follow Israelite culture, the Israelites that's Hellenized, nor to the church of God, meaning the place that we got, right? All of us together in the congregation and location. Right? Drop that, let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 8 and verse 4. We're gonna get more detail because now you got people, the Christians will use this verse, these verses to justify just eating whatever. They use these verses to justify eating food sacrificed unto God. They say, see, Paul said we can do it. Even though this verse is gonna tell you why you can't do it. Go ahead, read it when you got it.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians 8 and 4. As concerning therefore the eating of those things that are offered in sacrifice to idols, we know that an idol is nothing in the world, and that there is none other God but one.
We know that the idols are nothing in the world. They just things that men create in their mind, they give power to, they pray to, they have faith in and believe in. But those things is nothing to us. In the world, they ain't nothing. We know that there's only one God. Right. But they believe that there's Allah, Oshun, Buddha, all the Hindu gods, the Greek gods, the Roman gods. They believe in the stars, the universe, the earth, Kemet. They believe in all those things, right? Keep reading.
Okay. Verse 5. For though there be that are called gods, for though there be that are called gods, whether in heaven or on earth, as there be gods many and lords many.
Keep going.
Verse 6.
Skip.
But to us there is but one God.
How many gods?
One God.
To us there is but one God. Keep going.
The Father, of whom are all things, and we in him, and one Lord, Jesus Christ, by whom are all things, and we by him.
We know that there's only one God. So when they say that food is offered up to idols, so they sacrifice or they pray over that food to whatever false God they believe in, we know that that's not a real God. We know that that don't mean nothing. Because we know that it don't matter. There's only one God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But to them, it means something.
Okay. Verse 6.
Verse 7.
Verse 7. Howbeit there is not in every man that knowledge.
So somehow there's some way that not every man believes that, though. Not every man knows that there's only one God. Like I said, they believe God that we just listed in. Some people, they call themselves deep, like extra deep, and they believe in every God, every aspect of every God. Go ahead.
I don't have a few brothers that tell me that I study, I believe in that guy, but I study a little bit of everything so I can know more.
Exactly. They forever looking for knowledge, but never able to come into the truth. So they believe in all these different things, study all these gods, and they believe in the netters and give and all that. You know what I'm saying? All that homosexuality and stuff, and homological stuff. And reptile and the Anunnaki and what they call the planet thing, Nibiru. They believe in Nibiru. You know what I'm saying? They believe in all these different gods and everything, but they don't understand that there ain't but one God. Keep reading.
Okay. For some with conscience of the idol until this hour eat it as a thing offered unto an idol.
Now, so this very hour is Thanksgiving night. People are eating Thanksgiving dinner as if it's offered to a real idol. They're praying over that. The Christians praying over the Catholics. They're praying over that Thanksgiving dinner and praying, offering it up to their fake God, they fake Jesus, they white Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever gods they believe in, whatever religion that they follow. You know what I'm saying? They offering up that food up to that idol. They're praying over that food by the power of that idol that is clean. They don't know that there ain't but one God. Keep reading.
Okay. And that conscience being weak is defiled. Verse 8. But meat commanded us not to guide.
Mhm.
For neither if we eat are we the better, neither if we eat not are we the worse.
So it don't make no difference to us because, like you said, we know it's only one God. So that offering, they offering up to whatever fake God they offer it up to, that don't exist. That don't got nothing to do with us.
Right.
We just coming to get the food.
Right.
We're not gonna come on Thanksgiving because for their conscience sake, we can't be there. To us, we just want to go get the plate, get the food. We eat it tomorrow, whatever. But to them, you stopping by for Thanksgiving dinner. You can't see me on Thanksgiving. You can't hang out with us on Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Oh, go ahead.
Like, it's kind of a sidebar, but I was seeing a lot of videos, my timeline crazy, my algorithm crazy. I was seeing videos like they was making skits talking about when that one woke family member end up at the cookout or end up at the dinner table. You know what I'm talking about?
I ain't seen it.
And they was like, no, this is the white man. This is the white man hand. What? They even saying stuff like this, like embarrassing them because nigga, you was just saying all of this on Instagram, like you bigger than holidays and you there at the dinner table.
And that's what Paul's talking about right here. Because they're watching us. That's why I say it's not for our conscience sake that we don't eat the food. It's for their conscience sake. Because to us, we know it's just food. And now, like the brother said, they just, nigga, you was just talking about yesterday on the internet that you like you eat that stuff. And all of a sudden, now you should get a plate.
We getting embarrassed.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's it. It's say that because I done had some of my family members they be trying to trip me up, and my pops, like he'll try to wait. He'll hit me up like a few days before like somebody's birthday or something and be like, "Hey, I just wanted you to come through on this day." And me knowing him like, "Oh yeah, you want me to come through?" And then they get thinking about it. Oh man, this somebody's birthday going now. I'm not coming. Now I call him back. Nah, I ain't coming. Why not? And I'll be like, nah, because you trying to get us to come together on their birthday. Oh, it's just family chilling. No, well, y'all can still, I'll see y'all on another day.
My grandfather just did me the same way. He was like, I would love for you and your wife to come down to South Carolina and come visit us on November 27th. He was like, I was like, Granddad, I'm not coming to Thanksgiving. He said, I know you don't celebrate Thanksgiving like that, but it's not Thanksgiving. Well, he said, why are you calling this that white man's holiday? Why don't you just come and get some food and spend some time with your granddad? I said, Granddad, I'll come another day. It won't be that day. He said, I don't understand. Other family members gonna be here just to come spend time with me. How come you can't come be here and spend time with me? I said, Granddad, it's Thanksgiving. No matter how you try to flip it and say it's something different, it's not Thanksgiving, it's still Thanksgiving.
Right.
Because why is everybody there? Thanksgiving. Why are they all work today? Thanksgiving. Y'all got cookie. Y'all specifically cooked turkey, dressing, stuffing, the wings, the cranberry sauce. Y'all specifically cooked the Thanksgiving dinner. Why is it your wife don't cook? She don't bake. What's that? Banana pudding. No other day. But it's Thanksgiving. I should check two pans of banana pudding on the stove.
Right.
And you tell me that it's not Thanksgiving dinner, but that's what it is. It's just we just got a bunch of food. We just want to make sure everybody has something to eat. Nah, Granddad, I'm not coming. And he got mad at me, hung up on me because he cussed me out, hung up on me, called me back, apologized, cussed me out again, and hung up on me. It is what it is. I love you, Granddad, but I can't do it. You know? So we got to read why we can't do that. Keep reading.
Verse 9. Take heed, lest by any means this liberty of yours become a stumbling block to them that are weak.
That's why we can't do it right there. Because even though we know it's just food, even though I could say, I'm going to go over there with my granddad, eat some food, and chill with my family who I ain't seen in years. Can't. Because they know that I'm in the truth. And the moment I do that, they're going to think, okay, well, I got to come to Thanksgiving dinner. Maybe if I just change the name of everything, he'll come from now on. No, I can't do that. I cannot be a stumbling block for my grandfather. He always stuck in his ways and he ain't never going to change. More likely than not, let the Lord pull him out of it.
Right.
But still have to be an example, no matter who's watching. Who you are behind closed doors is who you really are. So when your family is inviting you to come and eat Thanksgiving dinner, you ain't in the school, Brothers in the school ain't there with you no more. You just going to your family. All I know is you gone. I don't know where you at. I don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So if that's what you're doing behind closed doors, then that's what you're doing behind closed doors. Don't nobody know except for you and the Most High, and then also your family at that point.
Right.
You know, so the same integrity you got here, the same integrity you got to have there when you with your family, when you're not around us. Keep reading.
Verse 10. For if any man see thee which have knowledge sit at meat in the idol's temple, shall not the conscience of him which is weak be emboldened to eat those things which are offered to idols?
So basically what that verse is saying is that if a person who is weak, but they have knowledge, meaning the knowledge that you're in the truth, they know that you're in the truth, and they see you eating that food that's offered in the idols that you said that you wasn't going to eat because Paul said we're not supposed to eat for conscience sake. That means they're going to think that it's going to embolden them to be, okay, well, you ate it, then I can eat it. Because they're watching you.
Right.
They're watching you and following after you. So if you go celebrate Thanksgiving like everybody else in your family is right now, if you pull up to them, you're not just pulling up. To them, you're celebrating Thanksgiving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now the next conversation, the whole point of the conversation while you're there is, so you're going to see leaving that call, huh? So you probably let them alone. You gonna come to Christmas dinner too? Yeah. You gonna come up with present? I bought you a gift if you want it. You know, nice screen on PS5. You want some makeup? Again, for you. You got to show flop your head.
I was about to say, then I'm trying to tell them, don't let it be a cousin or something that's smooth to do something. And you be like, oh, you know, you ain't supposed to, that ain't gonna buy. I have to speak against that. Nigga, I don't want to hear that. You was just at Thanksgiving dinner with.
Exactly. Now you become a hypocrite. You become a stumbling block now. Because they was watching you. They're watching you, waiting for you to mess up. That's all they do. They want to see you slip up. So they be like, see, you done did this. So why can't you come do this with us? You had 1 foot in, 1 foot out in this area. So how come you don't have 1 foot in, 1 foot out over here sometimes? That's what they're waiting on, that opportunity to be right and say, well, you messing up there, you may as well come mess up here with your family. That's what they're trying to get you to do. But you got to be strong for yourself. You got to say, no, I see what y'all trying to do. And I'm not going to do it because I know that y'all watching me. Y'all want to see me mess up. What happens when I don't mess up? I show integrity. Y'all going to have a different level of respect for me. Y'all going to stop calling me and inviting me. Fun fact, so my family makes a group chat every so often, like all of them. They all in this big old group chat. And they'll add me to it from time to time. And it's only really when somebody's either sick or dying. But just recently they added me to it, and I scrolled back up just to see what they had been talking about. And they talking about coming together on holidays and celebrating people's birthdays and get-togethers and this, that, and third. And they knew not to invite me into it, not to even include me in it. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't gonna come. I wasn't gonna be disrespectful or rude about my note. I would, if they would ask me if I was coming, I would just tell them no, I'm not coming. I was even there. You know what I'm saying? But they're looking to see me one time finally say yes. And it can't. Because they're watching me and they're watching to see me fail. And them to me fail. I gotta be strong. And that's one day gonna potentially make them strong. One day they'll be like, you know what? He been doing this for so long and he ain't changed. He ain't been in jail no more. He ain't getting into fights. He ain't getting involved in gang activity, shootouts, robbing people, kicking doors, selling drugs no more. He ain't doing nothing no more. He done changed. Maybe what he's doing is what we should be doing. Because a whole lot of my family, you met them, a whole lot of my family, they just sit over there getting high. That's all they do. Sit around and get high. You know what I'm saying? So what happened when they come to the truth and all that, they put the blood down, they start to get up and walk around, moving around again, and get active again. Imagine the things they can be doing. So they got all that free time just to run and smoke weed and talk shit and drink. You know what I'm saying? What happened when they sober up? They come to the truth and start serving the Most High. What great things could they do with all that free time? Keep reading.
Okay. And through thy knowledge shall the weak brother perish, for whom Christ died.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 12. But when ye sin so against the brethren.
So when you sin against the brother by eating that meat, eating that food, that's to you it's just food, but to them it's offering the idols, and you making it harder for him to come to the truth. Keep reading.
And wound their weak conscience, ye sin against Christ.
Sin against Christ when you do that. That's why it's unlawful, right there, black and white. Why it's unlawful for us to celebrate Thanksgiving. Because it's people in your family that want to invite you, they want to see you come, they know you in the truth. They'll never invite you. It's one time they invite you to come get a plate, and you pull up and get that plate, knowing that they know that you're in the truth. Now you want their conscience. Now you make it easier for them to be like, well, you ate the food, I ate the food. And they don't understand that to you is not no God but one, the most high God. To them, this is Thanksgiving dinner. You ate Thanksgiving dinner. So that means I can eat Thanksgiving dinner. And now you can't tell me I'm off from Thanksgiving dinner. Because they don't have the knowledge that you got. Is that it? Oh yeah, keep reading next verse.
Verse 13. Wherefore, if meat make my brother to offend, I will eat no flesh while the world standeth. Least I make my brother to offend.
Right? You don't want to cause an offense to the brother. Or make him offend. That make him offend means make him offend the law. You'll lead him to believing that it's okay to eat Thanksgiving dinner. So you only pull up this one time, this 1 year, you never go back again. He don't understand that you only pulled up to get the plate. He believes that this one time, just came Thanksgiving dinner. So I can eat Thanksgiving dinner now. Now you're gonna make him offend. What is he offending? The law. Good.
It's like I ain't even gonna flex. Like even the day after, 2 days after, I still won't go and get a plate. Cause that still make them feel like, oh, he's still in their spirit. Like even though like we know that we wasn't nothing in the spirit, but I still wouldn't go after that day off. The day off, the day out.
Now this is where so you can do that, but if you choose that you are gonna go get that plate, you can. There's nothing wrong with it because now it's not Thanksgiving dinner, we're not just leftovers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not just it's literally just food now. You know what I'm saying? And then you won't be a stumbling block to the people. But you also have the right to say, no, I'm just not gonna eat it because it's Thanksgiving dinner, period. Because to y'all, not y'all, you, but y'all, them, it's food sacrifice to idols. No matter how I slice it, it'll be in the refrigerator for 2 days. Imaginary demons have got on it now, so now they got to pray over it before they give it to me. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you choose that you're not gonna, continue to be in your fast and not eat the Thanksgiving food the next day, then that's wild too. But there's nothing wrong with eating the food. You can go play at that point. All right, drop that. Let's go to First Maccabees 1:62. We got a question. Let's just say I don't know what was in it, but I was fed.
We are led to Leviticus 11:44 that night.
Led to Leviticus 11:44. One of y'all pull that about for sure. That's the dietary law. Verse 44.
Probably the critical thing.
Is she saying that like it was? Since are you saying like something crawled in your plate or something? A bowl, you had a soup and like a roach crawled in something.
She said she don't know what the freaking thing was. It just she told her it was a freaking thing.
Well, there's creepy things you can eat, there's creepy things you can't eat. If it's got 6 legs and a foot over that leg, a foot under that leg, we can eat. So that's grasshoppers, locusts, beetles. There's a lot of things we can eat, actually. A lot of creepy things that we can eat. Now, do you want to eat those things? Hell no. But in times of the wilderness and suffering, there are things that the Lord put in the earth that we can eat that's not unlawful, that ain't gonna kill us. You know, that's why when you visit foreign countries and stuff, you got some countries that follow portions of the dietary law, and it'll give you certain arthropods not arthropods, I shouldn't say that, because, they'll give you certain cooking things on a stick, and it'll be fried, or they'll be covered in chocolate. It's lawful. You know what I'm saying? I would eat it, actually. They don't have to, right? But if you chose to, it's nothing against not lawful. She said, I don't know. It was a hamburger, I thought. The creepy thing, something climbing your burger, we all through the whole burger, like slap it. How y'all got that? Leviticus 11:44? What is it about?
Leviticus chapter 11, verse 44. Say, I am the Lord your God. Ye shall therefore sanctify yourselves, and ye shall be holy, for I am holy. Neither shall ye defile yourself with any manner of creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth.
Is that it? Okay, so like I said, that verse there in the dietary law, there are creeping things that we can't eat. When I say creepy thing, there are certain bugs that we can eat. I probably shouldn't use the word creepy thing because it sounds kind of good. Give me the verse where it talks about the locusts and the stuff that we can't eat. That way y'all can see what I'm saying. Because there are some things that we can't eat, there's some things that we can't eat. There's some bugs we can eat and some that we can't. I don't eat the locust, the beetle, and any bug that got 6 legs and a foot under its leg.
21.
21? Go ahead, read it.
Leviticus chapter 11, verse 21. Shoot, that read 20.
Do it.
Fowls that creep going upon all fours shall be an abomination unto you.
Right, we can't eat no fowl that walks on 4 legs. I don't think there is any birds on earth that walk on 4 legs. Keep going.
Verse 21. Yet these may ye eat of every flying, creeping thing that goeth upon all four, which have legs above their feet to leap withal upon the earth.
Right, so they got legs upon my feet. Now, where it says all 4 right there, it's not literally talking about 4 legs. It's talking about in a quadrupedal stance. Bend over, walking. As opposed to just walking on 2 legs. Keep going.
God. Verse 22. Even these of them ye may eat. The locust after his kind.
You got 6 legs. That's why I said that. Keep going.
And the locust after his kind. And the beetle after his kind.
He's got 6 legs. Keep going.
And the grasshopper after his kind.
Grasshopper's got 6 legs. And they all have a foot under their leg. It's not just like the ant where it's got a point. Or like a spider, it's got a point. Or a scorpion, it got a foot under its legs. Keep going.
But all other flying, creeping things which have 4 feet shall be an abomination unto you.
See, all of it. So that means bats, roaches, palmetto bugs, and then big old Florida roaches. Like this goddamn big, they're huge. Water bugs, everything. Every other bug, centipedes, millipedes, they all abomination. You can't eat them. Right? So there's the differences between creeping things that you can eat and creeping things that you can't. Right. All right, let's go to Maccabees. First Maccabees 1:62.
This is the book, First Maccabees 1:62. Howbeit, many in Israel were fully resolved and conferred in themselves not to eat any unclean thing.
They fully resolved that they're not going to eat nothing unclean. Right? So this is during the time that Ptolemy had besieged Israel, right? Ptolemy, I said Ptolemy, slide. That Ptolemy had besieged Israel. If you don't know who Ptolemy is one of Alexander the Greek's generals. He had 4 of them: Seleucus, Ptolemy, Antiochus, and y'all know the 4th one's name? It's not serious. It's something like that. So you can't ever remember his name. He don't ever know important. He's the one that set up Germany and stuff like that. No one cares about him until King James lineage starts in Germany. That's when he matters. Before that, he don't matter. But so Ptolemy is the general that was sent to not South America, but to Israel, to conquer Israel. He sieged it, and not only Israel, but parts of Eurasia, parts of Asia as well, Asia Minor. And he made it unlawful for us to profess to be Jews. And to profess to be Jews, then we couldn't keep no feast days, no high holy days. We couldn't keep the Sabbath. We had to eat the way they eat. We had to take on their culture. This literally was talking about us being Hellenized, right? Keep reading.
Okay. Verse 63. Wherefore they chose rather to die, that they might not be defiled with meats, and that they might not profane the holy covenant.
They chose the covenant over being hungry and starving. They chose that we're not going to eat this food on this specific day, celebrate this holiday because you're telling us we can. We'd rather follow the Lord's law and keep the covenant and celebrate the high holy days and the feast days that he gave us to do, not nothing else. Keep reading.
Okay. So then they died. Verse 60.
So then they what?
So then they died.
He chose a glorious death over living and eating unclean food, living and eating unlawful things. They chose a death That's how stern and true we supposed to be. We won't make excuses. Our God don't make excuses. The Most High don't make excuses for none of the heathen for how they oppress us. They got judgment coming their way. The same way they got judgment coming their way for the oppression of us, we got judgment coming our way when we break his law. In the Quran, they said that if you in dire straits, you can eat that swine's flesh. You can eat that unclean thing. If you're in dire straits, they say you just can't enjoy it and you can't eat all of it. The Most High God don't operate that way. He don't give you choices. You have ultimatums. Serve me or die. That's the black and white. Do it.
You said, I've been incarcerated. The Muslims, they don't eat that pork just cause. I done seen them on what they call it. They when we had a Passover, what they be having what they call it, the Ramadan.
Oh yeah.
And the Ramadan, they ain't supposed to eat like in the morning and stuff like that. And I'm seeing them boys, they tearing food up in the morning, got honey bun sandwiches, all types of stuff. I mean, ain't you supposed to not be eating?
The excuse is that they Sunni Muslim. You know, what's the other one? It's Sunni and some another one. But they make a difference between them and the actual Arabs, right? So when the Arabs don't make excuse to eat whatever they eat, they do.
All right.
Because that's black Islam. That's how you get the same thing as the black bastards.
Shia.
Yeah, Sunni and was it?
Shia.
Sharia? I forget, it's something like that.
It's SHIA.
Shia. Well, anyway, that one is the actual Arabs. That's the Arabic Muslim. But then you got Sunni Muslim, that's the black Muslim.
Right.
They follow their whole thing. They got the big ass scientists creating the white man in the cave.
Yeah.
Yahoo. You know what I'm saying? They believe in all that fancy. We're crazy for believing that there's a God in heaven who's gonna save us from our oppressor. So they believe that a black man created white people in a cave thousands of years ago. By separating the white out of him, he created white people. But there's other black people in the earth than him, though. So how is that? So that means everybody else in the world got whiter than him, except for this one guy. He's the only person who don't got whiter than him. Is what they're saying, all right? So how are we any better than the white man? You see, I know that makes no sense. It don't make no damn sense at all. But that's what they believe. They believe in Yaku, the big head scientist. And why they call things big head scientists for? What's something there? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot here. All right, let's go back to it. Salaki, keep reading. Where we at?
Verse 54. And there was a very great wrath upon Israel.
God, that was it. Salaki, let's drop that. All right, we're gonna finish class off with this story about Eleazar and how strong this brother was. Right, let's go to 2 Maccabees chapter 6 and verse 18. All right, so when they invite you over for Thanksgiving dinner, you have to be the same way as the brothers were when the last verse we read. You got to be willing to die. You can't do it. You have to look at eating that Thanksgiving dinner as if you're gonna die if you do it. I come to get a plate the next day. Bro, you going to cookout? I come to the cookout the next day if it ain't on unless if it's on a holiday. I'll come the next day and get leftovers. You can't come to the cookout if it's Labor Day cookout, Veterans Day cookout, Thanksgiving, Easter, Christmas, none of those things. Birthday cookout, I can't come because I have to look at it as if I'm gonna die if I do. Because my forefathers died choosing not to. Keep going. We'll read it.
Okay. This is the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 6 and 18.
Mm-hmm. Eleazar,
one of the principal scribes, an aged man, and of a well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh.
It's an old brother, man. And he's a great, well-favored, people like him, you know what I'm saying? He's a good brother. But he was constrained and forced to eat the swine's flesh. Keep going.
Verse 19. But he, choosing rather to die gloriously than to live strained with such an abomination, spit it forth.
They put it in his mouth and he spit that crap back out. Because he'd rather die gloriously than live with that stain of abomination on his life. He don't want nobody to ever say, Eleazar, he's a righteous brother, but even Eleazar eats the swine's flesh. Y'all Y'all don't follow after y'all elders. Y'all don't do what the elders in y'all community do. If he ate it, it's okay for you to eat it. That's how they get you. Big Mama got us invited all over for Thanksgiving dinner. So why come we don't come to the dinner? Why we don't go to the dinner? You can't. You got to be choosing the glory, the righteous glory of the Most High over your own glory, the glory that men gonna give you for pulling up. You ain't never can do, but you sure love your Big Mama enough to come today. No, Grandma, I don't. I don't love you enough to come today. I love you enough to see you tomorrow. I love you enough to see you the day before. But I'm not coming here to eat this dinner. No.
Right.
Hebrew.
And came of his own accord to the torment.
He brought himself forward to he knew that spitting this out could mean my life. I'd rather go. I'm gonna go ahead and let them in me before they put a stain on my name. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 20. As it beloved them to come, as it behooved them to come that are resolute to stand out against such things as are not lawful for love of life to be tasted.
It behooved the men that was under him, the brothers and sisters that followed him, his descendants. It behooved them to follow him in that action. That's all I'm just saying. So if he would have just ate the meat, kept the meat, then that thing would have been on him, and it would have encouraged his brothers and sisters and the people that was under him to eat the meat too. But because he didn't, they followed after his example. Keep reading.
Okay.
Verse 21.
But they had the charge of that wicked feast for the old acquaintance they had with the man, taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision.
They wanted him to bring flesh of his own provision, meaning bring some of his own meat to the wicked fast. So again, imagine you being invited to Thanksgiving dinner. They hold you down, put some ham in your mouth, just playing, joking, whatever. Come on, eat this, cuz, and you spit it out. And they be like, okay, maybe we should have did that. All right, so how about you go to the house and go get you some lamb, and then you bring it back to the Thanksgiving dinner. Is that okay? That's not okay. That's a sin. You're still in sin because you're there for the Thanksgiving dinner. Keep reading.
Kind. Such as was lawful for him to use and make as if he did eat of the flesh taken from the sacrifice commanded by the king.
So now they're telling him to bring that meat bring your lamb to Thanksgiving dinner, and then eat it and pretend like it's Thanksgiving dinner, even though it's not Thanksgiving dinner. And you know it's not Thanksgiving dinner. I know it's not Thanksgiving dinner. The people know it's not Thanksgiving dinner, but just pretend that it's Thanksgiving dinner. Is that okay? No, that's still sin. Keep going.
Kind. Verse 22. That in doing so, he might be delivered from death.
They were trying to save him from facing death because they knew that the king was going to unalive him for not partaking in that swine flesh. So they said, why don't you just pretend like you ate it? And he still chose not to. He still chose not to come to the fast, to the feast, and enjoy the feast with the rest of the brothers and sisters because it was unlawful. And he was persuading them to follow after him. So they started choosing to. But they had to figure out something. They had already eaten the meat, but they had to figure out some way to save his life. Keep going.
And for the old friendship with them, found favor. Verse 23. But he began to consider discreetly, and as became his age and the excellency of his ancient years, and the honor of his great head, whereunto he was come, in his most honest education from a child, or whether the holy law made by giving by God.
Right, so he started thinking about the laws of God, the things that he learned as a child, the laws, statutes, and commandments. He started really considering them things. Keep going.
Kind. Therefore, he answered accordingly, and willed them straightways to send them to the grave.
He said, send him to the grave. He said, go ahead and unalive me, kill me. I'm not eating this food. I'm not going to pretend like what I bring here to eat. I'm not going to pretend like what I'm bringing here to eat is swine's flesh to save my life. He don't want that stand on his name in the book of life, period. It ain't about the eyes of men. It ain't about what people believe on. To him, and for all of us, it's about what the Most High sees us do. What's in our heart? What's in our mind? Is it sincerity, or is it we want to pretend to skate by? But Lord, you really know I'm really about you. That's not sincerity. That's definitely not integrity. That's what we gotta have. We gotta have integrity. That's why we can't go to the Thanksgiving dinner. You can't say I'm gonna pull up and then it's just food for me. Because it's still Thanksgiving dinner. So if he would have ate the swine or brought the lamb and ate the lamb in the place of the swine and pretended like it was swine, that's still Thanksgiving dinner. Keep going.
Verse 24. For it becometh not our aid, said he, and any wise to dissemble, whereby many young persons might think that Eleazar, being fourscore years old and 10,
So it's 90 years old. Keep going.
were now gone to a strange religion.
He didn't want the people that was under him, the young men, the young brothers, the young sisters, to believe that he done went off and start following a strange religion. The Most High God said we can't eat this pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. He said we can't celebrate Thanksgiving. And he wasn't going to pretend, he wasn't going to do nothing that would cause his brothers and sisters to go astray. That's what Paul was talking about, where he was talking about don't eat, not for your conscience sake, but for their conscience sake, because they watching you. Right? And so to keep them from stumbling, to keep them from committing sin, you gotta be extra careful. You gotta be perfect. You can't afford not to be. Because it might ruin them. It might ruin their chance of getting to the kingdom. They might lose their lives. You might have no mercy on them because of you. They'll get punished because of you. Right? Keep going.
Verse 25. And so they through my hypocrisy and desire to live a little time and a moment longer should be deceived by me. And I get a strain to my old age and make it an abominable.
Right. So what he's saying is that, so it says, and so they, through my hypocrisy and desire to live a little time, meaning so I will be a hypocrite, and it will be because I want to live a little bit longer. And they seeing me make that choice, it says that they will be deceived by me, and I will get a stain in my old age. And my whole, everything about me, my legacy will be made abominable. Because I lied to them people. I lied to our younger brothers and sisters. I'm supposed to lay the foundation, the path they're supposed to go. The whole world want to commit them to commit sin. I'm supposed to be the one to stop them. But instead, I show up Thanksgiving dinner. Instead, I pull up and get a plate and then drop one on Thanksgiving. You can't do that. Not for your sake, but for their sake. The ones that's watching you, the ones who ain't got no part. These are children. Imagine your niece, your nephew, they know you in the truth. They know you don't eat the pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, and then you pull up on Thanksgiving just to get a plate, and then you leave. They gonna think, okay, well, TT was here on Thanksgiving. All they see is that you showed up Thanksgiving, got food and left. So in their mind, it's okay for me to eat this Thanksgiving dinner and then drive away. But it's not okay. And it's not about the food, it's about the celebration. It's about being there on that day, celebrating on that day, that specific part, that specific feast. Which is why the king was going to kill the brother Eleazar for not eating the swine flesh at the feast. That's why he told him, he said, well, just go get some of your own meat and bring it back. That way you don't got to worry about the king trying to kill you. You just pretend like you ate it. It ain't about the king seeing me eating this and saying, you did good to eat this food. It's about my younger brothers and sisters that know that I'm in the truth. They know that I'm not supposed to be following after these heathen religions, these heathen cultures. They can't see me, they can't allow them to see me bend the knee, even pretend to bend the knee, because you know what they're going to do for real? They're going to really bend the knee. Keep going.
Verse 26. For though for the present time I should be delivered from the punishment of man, yet.
So he's saying, for the present time, if I do eat that meat, but if I do pretend like I ate the meat, I will be delivered from punishment for the present time and the eyes of men. Keep going. From the punishment of men, right? Keep going. Meaning the king ain't gonna kill me. Keep going.
Yet should I not escape the hand of the Almighty.
But I won't be able to escape the hands of the Almighty. The Most High is gonna deal with me still because I ate that meat in front of them children and pretended that it was the pork just to save my life and led them all astray. Paul said if you did it to any of them little ones, you did it to Christ. That should be the same thing that brother is saying. Doing that to him is doing it to them, to the children, will be the same thing as doing it to the Most High directly. Because Christ was born here. Keep going.
Neither alive nor dead. Verse 27, wherefore now, manfully changing this life, I will shew myself such and one as mine age required.
So he said, I'm gonna go ahead and show my age. I'm gonna do the thing that a brother of my age is supposed to do. What is a brother of his age supposed to do?
So,
Give him a hand. That's exactly what he's supposed to show the example. What are y'all supposed to do when faced with this situation? I don't live my life. I'm old. So if the king unallows me, so what? I've already lived my life. Y'all young. Y'all need to see that this is how you have to serve God. This is what it means to serve God. I mean, I don't get to have fun, enjoy the mashed potatoes, the ham, the turkey, the rabbit, the ducks, the dessert pie, the cakes, the pastry. You don't get to enjoy none of that. Because God said I can't. And I can't pretend to do it because I need my little brothers, my little sisters, my little cousins, my children, all to see me be strong for the Lord and not for men.
right.
Keep reading.
Okay. Verse 28. And leave a notable example to such as be young to die willingly and courageously for the honorable and holy laws.
Mm-hmm.
And when he said these words, immediately he went to the Torah.
Immediately he went to go be unalive for the next generation to see, for the children to see that he stood with the Most High God and not with the eyes of man, not with the glory of man. Keep going.
Okay. They that led him, changing the good will they bear him a little before into hatred, because before said speeches proceeded as they talked from a desperate mind.
Keep going.
Verse 30. But when he was ready to die with stripes, he groaned and said, it is manifest unto the Lord that have the holy knowledge, that whereas I might have been delivered from death, I now endure sore pains, embodied by being beaten.
Read that one more time, that last part, one more time.
I endure sore pains, embodied by being beaten.
He said that the people that know me, the brothers and sisters in the truth that's under me that know, now they'll know that I'll have endured sore pains by being beaten. Keep reading.
Okay. But and so am well content to suffer these things because I fear him.
But in my soul, I'm content to suffer these beatings because they know I fear the Most High. You got to prove it, not to yourself. Not only you got to prove it to the Most High, you do always.
Right.
But it ain't always just about proving it to the Most High. It's about proving something to the children that's looking up to you, the next generation that's looking up to you. Because all they see is we go to church every Sunday, but then uncle and auntie them still smoking cigarettes. Mama and daddy fighting, throwing hands. Daddy out here messing with hoes. Mama smoking dope. But we go to church every Sunday. They don't know integrity. They don't learn integrity in the church. But what happened when you decide that you're going to come out the church, come out the world, come into the truth, change your life and really serve the Most High, and be willing to lay down your life and suffer and sacrifice for Christ, to for the Most High. And now they got somebody to look up to. Now they see what real integrity looks like. Somebody who say something and that's just what it is with them.
Right.
It ain't no, well, I'm like this on one day, but then the rest of the other days of the week, I'm not like that. The rest of the other days of the week, I'm about having my fun. I'm about doing what I want to do. It don't work that way. You got to have some kind of something for your kids to look up to, for your family to look up to, the brothers that's your age, but it's not in the school, in the truth. They need somebody to look up to. Give them hope. Because without the truth, we don't believe that nothing is possible. We don't believe that man can really just be perfect. We say that all the time. That's the excuse we make to be able to commit sin. But only Christ was ever perfect, but no man perfect. Even though the scriptures tell us plenty of people that are perfect. But we make the excuse that none of us is Christ. So we can't be perfect. So you can try to follow the laws and the commandments all you want to, but you're gonna slip up one day. And I ain't gonna judge you for it. I'm gonna say I told you. And we're gonna eat some good old swine, some bacon together. God damn it. Some damn what else? Chitlins. Some chitlins, get some pig feet, some hog maws. Damn it.
Monkey brains.
Monkey brains. Niggas don't have that Hamite stuff. You know? They out here eating. Y'all seen the videos? The group of Hamites sitting in a little village, a little hut, and they eating like fried monkeys, not fried, but like over the fire monkeys.
Yeah.
Roasted monkey. Hey, come on, man. That's insane, bro. That's what you'll end up doing if you leave the truth, bro. If you let your people in the world sway you to follow after them and stuff, not only will you be doing that, you'll be teaching that your younger generation that it's okay for them to do it too. Even if you just pretending, they see it as you being serious. Because if you wasn't pretending, if you wasn't eating the swine's flesh, if you wasn't eating the Thanksgiving dinner, the king would kill. You're gonna end up,
Now you're gonna be like a really getting paid.
you're gonna be exactly be pagan Hebrew. Slovakia. What the brother say? I can't read it.
As this brother's friend, he ain't swayed once since he came to the truth. Respect.
Most time correct. The brother know. I've known Rob for many a year. And since I've been in the school, he done invited me to the cookout for the kids' birthdays, holiday cookouts to be doing, barbecues and stuff. And I never go. I'm not never disrespectful about it, nothing mind you. Because you don't have to be disrespectful. You don't have to be rude. But you entire people down in good taste. And I damn sure make it a point, let them know I'm not coming. I can't. Come the next day, come get a plate. Put me some food up later. Bring it to work the next day. I eat it then. But I can't come on that day for that specific event because of it's that event. You know? Let's keep reading. We're almost done. Floppy, yo. I want to read about the 7 sons, but it's almost 8:30.
Verse 31. And this man died, leaving his death for an example of a noble courage.
Leaving his death as what?
Example of a noble courage.
His death was what it was designed to be. When he said he was going to go do what was required of a man of his age, he meant that he was going to lay down his life to be an example of noble courage. But for who?
For the young man.
The young men, the young women, and the brothers and sisters that was straddling the fence. Right. They saw him and they followed after him. But when he decided he wasn't going to pretend that lawful food that he was eating from the swine's flesh, they started panicking because how else can we save your life? There is no way we can save your life. But you can see, that's like, there's no way they can save his life. But we could see how he was willing to die for what he really believed. Right. He had integrity. And that same integrity that we have to have. Keep going.
And a memorial of virtue, not only unto young men, but unto all his nation.
See, so it wasn't just about the young brothers and young sisters, it was about the entire nation, the brothers and sisters that was straddling the fence too. The ones who was in the world, they was looking like, damn, man, that brother really is legit. And he was really willing to die for what this was. I seen the way he changed. I seen how different he was when he started really following the Lord's law, statutes, commandments. And then he died for it. Maybe there's something to what he was doing. Now you're emboldening their spirits. You're provoking them to emulation. Give me that real quick one of y'all about the shot. Provoke them to emulation. Because that's why we do the things we do. That's why we don't go to Thanksgiving dinner. It ain't just for the sake of not being a stumbling block. I'm trying to encourage my brothers and sisters in the world to be like me. To put down that swine's flesh, put down that blood, put down that gang life, and come do something different. Save yourself. Remember when y'all got to go and read it. Go ahead.
The book of Romans chapter 11, verse 14. If by any means I may provoke to emulation them which are my flesh, and might save some of them.
That's the goal. It's to provoke y'all to emulation and save some of y'all. Those of y'all that are not in here, that don't believe the same thing I believe. Or may believe in word, but not in deed. The goal is to provoke y'all to emulation. To emulate means to not necessarily mimic or copy, but to do as another person does. To emulate. I'm only feeding you good things. And the best part about it is that there's literally nothing to lose. You open your eyes and open to see who really fool with you and who don't. To see what situations you really put yourself in that you ain't got to be in. If you have a little bit more wisdom and discernment about the things that you choose. You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying, I was going to get to the 7 sons, but I don't really want to take up too much more of your time. How long again? What is it? An hour and 20 minutes? I really could do the 7 sons, man. Let's do it. Let's go to First Maccabees chapter. I'm sorry, Second Maccabees chapter 8. Go to 7. 7. Yeah, 7 and 1.
Okay. This is the book of Second Maccabees, chapter 7 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
It came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken, and compelled by the king against the law to take swine's flesh.
So now we got 7 brothers who and their mother was taken by the king and was being forced to eat the swine's flesh. Right after the old brother Eleazar laid down the example of what to be. Keep reading.
Okay. And were tormented with scourges and whips.
It was beaten, just like now mind you, it was a captivity by white people at the time. And so beating us with whips is in their blood, it's in their nature. It's way before our slavery here in America and in the Europe and stuff. They were doing it in our homeland, beating us with whips and scourges and whips and scourges. Keep going.
Verse 2. But one of them that spake first said this, what wouldst thou ask or learn of us?
Mhm.
We are ready to die rather than transgress the laws of our fathers.
That's what your strength, your sacrifice instills in the youth. That brother said that we ready to die. We rather die than disobey the laws of our fathers, meaning the Most High God's laws. That's power that you give in children. Young men, young brothers that ain't got nothing else to lose. They got their whole lives ahead of them. It ain't like the old brother Eleazar who gave up his life when it was already over.
Right.
These are children. Now I don't say children, these brothers is young.
Right.
You know, but they still made the decision that we'd rather die, having lived a little bit of life that we live, than to eat this swine's flesh and disobey our forefathers. If Eleazar lost his life, he gave up his life so that them young brothers could learn that lesson. We're those young brothers when we was in the world. Today we're those young brothers. We learned that lesson because we watched that brother die. And now we're hearing the truth. Now we don't eat the swine's flesh. We don't eat the holiday dinner. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 3. Then the king, being in a rage, commanded pans and cauldrons to be made hot.
Man, he literally took a big old pot and got it hot. Keep going.
Which forthwith, being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first.
So now it was time for those brothers to put up or shut up. So it was time for them to start to die. Keep going.
And to cut off the utmost parts of his body. The rest of his brethren and his mother looking on.
He made his family watch. Keep going.
Verse 5. And when he was this man and all his members, he commanded him, being yet alive, to be brought to the fire, and to be fried in the pan.
This is literally what white people did to us during slavery. So when we tell y'all that we are the children of Israel and who our oppressor is, we ain't just making this up. We seeing the exact same thing they did to us 400 years, less than 400 years ago. We seen it happen over 2,000 years ago. Keep going.
Okay. And as the vapor of the pan was for a good space dispersed, they exalted one another with the mother to die manfully, saying this.
They said that even though this happened to our brother, we're going to die like men. We'd rather die like men. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 6. The Lord God looketh upon us, and in truth have comfort in us. As Moses and his song, which witnessed to their faces, declared, saying, and he shall be comforted in his servants.
He shall be comforted in his servants. And that's what it means to be a servant of the Most High. Even when you're in the face of death, literally in the face of death, like them brothers was. The first one, he kind of just spoke out of turn, and the king, it was a possibility the king might not have done that soon. The rest of them, they know the king ain't playing now. And they said, we rather die manfully. That's integrity. So when you say you're not going to that Thanksgiving dinner, you got to mean that. And no amount of begging, arguing, promising, bribing, nothing is supposed to sway you from your choice. Because you chose to serve the Most High. You chose death instead of life. Keep going.
Okay.
We ain't got to read all this, man. When you get some free time, I'm in the class. When y'all get some free time, though, I highly recommend reading 2 Maccabees chapter 7. It's rough. But it's a story of integrity. All of Second Maccabees, I mean, all of them. Man, first and second Maccabees both is heavy. You can really make a movie about out of this, man, for real. So, they got any questions left? Everybody to walk? All right, with that, I pass the class off to, you have the, all right, to Kalaka son. We'll make you clear the camera.
Lord, this is the ISUPK security announcements. Lord, ISUPK out of One West. The One West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves to the word. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange. After 6 months, if a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Times, which is commandment, Numbers 18 to 21, Malachi 3, 8 through 10, means 10 in the Hebrew, ma'ashari. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher, priest fund, free will, offering to for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. You got the Feast of Dedication, will be Sunday, the 14th December, 2025. Remind him walk to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Boots, shirts, pants, headband, and so.
With that, watch your
Don't give a courteous salute to the brothers. Man of Israel. Mighty Shabbat. Mighty Rock.
Yeah. Figure out South Rock.
Top.
Yeah, you what's
Yeah, from top. I'm gonna give a courteous salute to the sister. Sorry. Man of Israel. Mighty Shabbat. Mighty Ring.
Yeah, I have to go about my city. I said,
Yeah, from top. Class dismissed.